top 25 clash between two of the best teams in the sport and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. It's the BYU Cougars and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of this drive. He's got it. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
From the gun, it's Moulton.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well,
he's got it inside the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Left side, it's Bachmeier. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Running inside. It's Martin. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. BYU now into the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lyons. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space.
Makes a catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Cougars.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Number 89 set to kick this one away.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, BYU! How about this defense taking one back to the house? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. He's got the first down. Could be an alley. Smashes through the tackle. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Rashada Downs going up top. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
4 wide receivers spread across the field on 2nd and inches. Out wide left, it's deep. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. That was the definition of a quick strike, and now we'll see if they can turn that huge play into points. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cougars! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got...
Snags it, and there's running room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll give it to Malton. Enough to move the chains. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground. the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
Wants to go up top on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got the quick pass. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw again. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after that miss, they're still trying to fight their way out of an 18-point hole.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeyer. Caught over the middle, it's Casper. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Cougars headed quickly to the line. Quick give. It's Martin. Turning it on. Smashes ahead. And runs through another one. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A shot toward the end zone, and they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the middle. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw one first. Throws to the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Air Force taking on the number 22 team, the Army Black Knights. And it's the Falcons in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking to pass, it's Bachmeier. This time on target. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The run inside. It's Martin. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Look out! And they got him.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of, and he loses the football on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast. Sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Iowa! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Here's Kamari Malton. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Hits inside, it's Martin. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. They give it to him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop him.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Martin. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Give to the running back. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Under pressure. Buried before he could blink.
That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man, getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a 3rd and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. On the move and looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Cougars. And they turn it into a defensive score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Fresh set of downs going up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Coming out with it, it's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Rush right in his face. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed...
Unloads it downfield. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd down, here's Malton. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game.